Hello, noble people. My name is the Noble, and welcome to an Apex video. Now, as of recording this, I actually don't know what I'm gonna name this video. This video is going to be kind of a hate video. I don't really want it to be a hate video. That's why I'm kind of confused with what the title is. Obviously, when you click on the video, you'll see what the title is, obviously. But basically, I want to go over gripes I am having with Respawn EA, Apex, what is going on. But I want to have a huge disclaimer before this video. Anyone who thinks that the developers are responsible for stuff are brain rotted idiots. And I don't care if you're mad at me before that. I want to preface that most of the developers, if not probably all of them, are just doing their job. They're just making their game, they're just making the skins that they're forced to make, they're just making the characters and fixing abilities and whatnot. They're doing the best that they can. Be mad at Respawn, the company, and EA, the publisher. Because they're the ones who are ultimately pushing down all the microtransactions down your throat. Never be mad at the developers for any of the stuff. I will say, the developers aren't obviously fully clean. I will go over stuff like that. So if you do have some gripes with the developers with some bugs that are happening right now, which I will cover, that's okay. But I do understand that the developers are probably under a lot of pressure because a lot of people just instantly say, I don't know what the developers are doing. The developers are stupid. I can't believe they want to take all of our money away. That's not them. If the developers had the way, they just wanted to make a game for fun, pretty much. Like, they love doing this. They love the community. They love talking to content creators. They love doing a lot of stuff. There's a lot of videos of the developers loving the Apex community. It's just the higher ups and the actual company of Respawn and EA who have pretty much like toxified Apex into what it's becoming right now, with being a predatory, money hungry system right now. So, without further ado, I want to go over my thoughts and opinions on what's going on in Apex right now. Now, the footage that is being shown right now is of me opening packs. Now, I do have a little bit extra packs because there were some other ones, but this is the 8 packs that we got for free. Respawn development team, not Respawn the company, put out a statement basically apologizing for what's been going on. Now, if you play Apex, you know that this month and a little bit into April, or last month and into April, have been kind of bad for Apex. It started off with the big scare with cheating. Destroyer 2009, who was a prominent cheater in season 19 of Apex, who had like bot armies that would attack streamers, he found out how to somehow put cheats on Imperial Hal and another pro player's computer, which that terrified a lot of people who played on PC for Apex, because people thought that meant he had access to people's computers. Now, from what we're sure as of now, it's most likely safe. Pirate Software, who he is a game developer, and he has also did like almost 15 years for security stuff for the government. He went into Imperial Hal, and he found that Imperial Hal did actually have a Trojan virus. So Imperial Hal had to download something for that to get on his computer. So no one has to be worried. And as of right now, there is nothing with hacking that people need to really scared of, or having cheats on their computer or anything. Then, after that, there is a huge problem going on right now with Apex just dying pretty much. For the first time in Apex history, the servers had to get closed down. The game did not exist for a couple hours at the start of April because you couldn't log on. You would log on, there would be nothing. Your skins, your account, your kills, everything would be gone. And, like, people didn't know what happened. Apex had to shut down servers and fix stuff. And within the 24-hour service of them putting stuff back on, it turned out that people that got stuff within that 24-hour service would lose stuff. So if you got an heirloom in that time, you just wouldn't have the heirloom and you would lose anything. Example, the really bad collection event that's on right now, if you were to buy that collection event, like you didn't have your account get erased, if you bought stuff in that collection event, because they reset everybody for a little bit, you would have lost that all of that money you just spent, which I don't know why you'd buy it, but still. So that is what the problem that are going on right now. So this announcement that was made today in-game, not on Twitter, because they actually did make a couple statements on Twitter, which I feel like is really dumb. If people are scared to log on to the game for cheating and other reasons, I feel like you should address it in-game. That is one gripe I do have with the actual developers, because the developers, I'm pretty sure, run the Twitter. So that stuff. There's also some gripes with ranked, but the ranked one doesn't matter nearly as much because that just might be miscommunication, so I won't get into that one. So now, with all of that, pretty much all of that on top of each other, pretty much the integrity of Respawn and EA and Apex, pretty much just Apex, as a whole of a game has gone into question. And I basically wanted to cover my thoughts on it because I am pretty much probably one of the most middle road people to cover this stuff. I am not purely hate this game, or I'm not purely I love this game. However, I will address I am a whale. Now, that isn't just me saying that I'm a whale, like the animal. A whale in Apex terms, or even in-game terms, basically means someone who has purchased a decent amount of stuff in this game. I mean, as you can see right now, I have a Wraith skin. I have the Wraith recolor. I don't have the normal Wraith heirloom, so if you're wondering I have that, I don't have that. But I have spent a sizable amount of money on this game. Now, technically speaking, as a matter of fact, I'll show the clip right now. All of my heirlooms and the couple prestige skins that I do have technically equates to over $3,000. I have not spent over $3,000. I will preface that. A lot of streams, as a matter of fact, you can go onto my streams and look at stuff like that. Most of the stuff that I have bought is usually pack bundles. I'll buy those pack bundles that are for like $60 that have the 100 pack, and I pretty much go into the collection events and will craft stuff. So I do want to preface that I have put a sizable amount of money on this game. It isn't the 3,000. That's absurd. I would never put that much on it. But it is a decent amount, like multiple hundreds of dollars. I will say that. However, I want to cover what is really, really bad, starting with this event that is going on right now, because this event that is going on right now is horrible. Now, as you can see here, it will show you the Cobalt Qatar, which is the new mythic thing that they have decided that they want to do with heirlooms. You can also see that I have the Buster Sword and the one-manned Angel Death Box. And I want to preface this. I don't care if you're mad at me. I originally got this differently. If you don't know, this event that is going right now is the same form that is the Final Fantasy event. However, the Final Fantasy event is very different with how it worked and with its money. The Final Fantasy event actually gave you a free pack, which this one doesn't. You have to do it from the tracker, which is dumb. And the price increase with crafting was a lot more tame. I crafted the Final Fantasy thing with, I think, almost all my crafting. I think I had like 300 crafting left over. I used like all of it. The only money I spent is, I think I put in maybe $40, $60, maybe a little bit more than that, I'm not sure. But I did not spend something with like Baldur's Gate, the game of the year. I did not spend more than like 3 times the amount of that. That's horrible. And that apparently did well. There was a press interview talking about it. That apparently did well. And the Apex higher-ups in Respawn and EA, not the development team, I want to make that clear, the higher-ups in EA and Respawn, in a press conference talking about earnings, thought that this event was a good event. Now, whether they thought this event was received well or money, it's glaringly obvious it was money. And I'm going to be honest, the only reason that event succeeded was because it's Final Fantasy. That event pretty much like red pilled Final Fantasy fans to get stuff. I mean, if Final Fantasy is your favorite game and you could play it in your favorite online game, that would be pretty like if I got Transformers, Star Wars and that, I would probably not be complaining right now. I'm going to be honest because I probably would have been red pilled blue pilled into thinking that that's cool. You have a lightsaber or whatever. But them swapping from Legend Heirlooms, which I will get to, apparently, they're just outright getting rid of Legend Heirlooms. Now, this is just a rumor, but supposedly they want to try and do a bunch of the stupid Katars and sell those in a new exotic shard style thing. And here's what I'm going to say. No one is going to buy this. I have actually seen one person in my game since this heirloom has come out actually use it. With the Final Fantasy one, I actually saw a fair amount of people have it. I can actually probably, it's still low than like normal heirlooms. I see a lot of people with normal heirlooms more than the Mythic Sword. But I actually saw a lot of people with the Mythic Sword and Deathbox. There's a fair amount of people. However, I've literally seen one person, and it was a Maggie. That was it. I have not seen any other people have this thing. Now, I think that this event style is horrible. The reason this event style is horrible, not only is it $300, but with normal collection events, you have 24 event items, and all of them are craftable. As a matter of fact, there is the Octane Prestige skin coming up that will be in a collection event form, and you can craft skins individually. They're always the double the crafting price, so instead of 1,200 for legendaries, it's 2,400, but you can still craft them. This one is gambling. It is a predatory gambling system. You don't get a free pack this time, so not you can't even get one free item. It is 100% gambling, and that is horrible. Now, whether you think loot boxes are gambling or not, because technically you do still get stuff, even if the stuff isn't good, the fact that if I wanted to get the Revenant skin that is in the game right now that actually looks not that bad, I would probably, on average, have to spend $50 to get that skin. And in my opinion, that is horrible. Like, that's unexcusable. I don't really know what to say. Now, I know I said in the beginning I didn't want this video to just be me hating on the game, and that's why I prefaced to say hate on the company. I think too many people are hating on the developers, and I really don't want to see that. Now, I will agree, since I am kind of a whale and I have bought a decent amount of stuff, I also am in the wrong because of buying stuff, and I'm probably still going to buy stuff. I mean, I've been talking on my stream how I want to wait for one of those big packs to come into the store. They usually have the weapon charm thing where you can buy a weapon charm for $60, and then you get 100 packs on top of that. And I want to do it because usually I try and buy a bunch of packs at the beginning of new seasons so I can get new stuff for the new character. And I'm going to be honest, I'm probably still going to be doing that. I might not do 100 packs or whatever, but I'm still going to be doing it. But I'm not buying into this new system. I think the new system is bad. Collection events were already perceived poorly from what they were, and that is because that it's $160 for a virtual thing. However, previously, like very early on, I think collection events were kind of worth it. One, the heirlooms are something that you see in-game because it's a first-person game and you actually see it in your hand, and the animations and character stuff is cool. Number two, the first starting collection events had a lot more stuff in them. The epic stuff actually had skydive emotes, actually had cool weapon skins and stuff. More or less now, like example, in this new event, there are stickers I don't want a sticker. Why would I want a sticker or a hollow spray? I'm never going to unequip or equip hollow sprays or de-equip the stickers I have. I already have, like, I have a Nessie sticker. I'm not gonna de-equip that anytime. You barely see them in game. They're useless, and the value has dwindled so much. I do want to talk about recolor stuff too. A lot of people were really mad at the Octane Heirloom recolor when in that event there was just a bunch of recolor stuff, like, and you didn't get any discount stuff, but that's a while ago, so I don't want to talk about really old stuff now. I want to talk about what's going on right now. And if I'm being honest, I'm not buying any of this money. I haven't put any money into this collection event. I crafted a couple packs to see what I had, and I didn't get anything. I didn't get anything I wanted. And I really think that this event has to flop for them to understand that it's bad. But at the same time, I'm a little worried that they won't want to do crossovers again. Because I'm pretty sure they made this event style for the Final Fantasy event. The Final Fantasy event worked, and they're like, okay, make a new event styled around this. And then they had to. And I'm really scared to see what comes next with this event. I hope it goes in the gut. If we have to sacrifice like other crossovers, I'm going to be honest, I think it might be worth it. Yeah, I'll be sad if we don't get a Marvel, DC, Star Wars especially crossover with this game. But I'm going to be honest, spending $300 for a lightsaber, like if that became a universal heirloom like the Buster Sword, I'm not doing it. It's too much money at this point. I drew the line at the 160. I've spent, I believe, one max for collection event, and that was the Gibby heirloom. And that was season 7 when the stuff was actually pretty decent. So yeah, I just wanted to get this out there. I know it's just kind of a hate video and stuff, but I wanted to get my gripes out of there, pretty much. This is going to be like the only video that I talk bad about Apex. I might talk about other monetization stuff that comes up. I want to start doing leak stuff. As a matter of fact, my next Apex video will be going over everything with the new character, Alter, supposedly. I'm very excited for the next season, because at least in the new season, it'll be a breath of new air. The only monetization stuff we'll have when the season starts is Battle Pass and probably the launch bundle for that character. That's it. It's not like we're going to start the event with a collection event because it's not an anniversary season or whatever. We'll just start off simple, and I hope Apex can thrive, because this is the 5th year anniversary, and from what it looks like, if they're going to continue like this game will spiral pretty fast if they keep like this. So yes, I just wanted to get my thoughts on this stuff out, so I hope you all understand. Stay noble. I see you in the next one. Bye.